Ever wondered what your flight attendants are really talking about behind the galley curtain?
Welcome to Two Guys on a Plane, your go-to podcast for an insider look at flight attendant life.
We're your hosts, Rich and Drew, and we're here to tell you what really goes on at 35,000 feet.
So sit back, relax, we're ready for takeoff. So we always have people asking us why there aren't courses for passengers and what to do. There should be a school on how to behave on an airplane. And today
Should be required.
we are those people. We are your school. Class is in session right now.
Class is in session. We are your instructors.
We took to threads and we asked people about airplane etiquette and what are things that you should not do on an airplane. And we are going to go through those. But before we do, Rich, how's flying been recently?
Well, flying has been a bit of a roller coaster lately. I feel like I've just been
Up and down.
up and down. It's just been a little chaotic lately. I've had a lot of delays, a lot of cancellations, a lot of things that just make you understand why passengers are frustrated, because you're like, this could have been avoided. Like, you don't have a gate. Okay, you have a gate. Oh, you don't have someone to park you. Oh, you have someone to park you, but you don't have an agent to meet the flight. Like, there's so many avoidable things that happen.
Oh, they pulled us too far forward. Sit down so we can push you back.
Exactly. Oh my God. That's always frustrating.
It hasn't happened to me recently at all.
So I was working this flight and we were a little bit delayed, not like exceptionally delayed. It was probably a half hour. So really not that bad in the grand scheme of things. But passengers were understandably worried about their connections, as they usually are. It's a classic story. We land, we taxi in, we stop, we start again, we stop. And during one of the stops, a passenger, rings her call bell, and I go over there and I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I have a tight connection. My plane leaves in 5 minutes, and which was wrong. She read the time wrong, but she didn't have a lot of time and she was worried. I was like, don't worry about it. Like, just wait till we get to the gate. As soon as we get to the gate, we're going to make an announcement and we're going to let passengers off first that have a tight connection. And she was like, okay. So we go back. I go back to the galley, sit down, we taxi, we continue up to the gate. Captain says we're about 150 feet short of the gate. Remain seated for a moment until we're fully parked. I see this woman get up out of her seat, the same woman I was talking to. And I'm like, no, you need to stay in your seat. She's running to the back of the airplane. And I'm like, you need to stay in your seat. And she's like, my connection. And I was like, I know, we talked about this already.
Why would she go to the back of the plane?
Well, that's the flight attendants that she knew. So she came to the back to talk to us.
If you're trying to get off the plane, though, why would you go to the back of the plane?
So you know the end of my story.
No, I don't.
Well, just wait. So she runs to the back of the plane. As soon as I'm telling her she needs to be in her seat,
Bing.
Don't worry about her connection. We start taxiing. Bing, seatbelt signs off. She's now trapped in the back of the airplane. Seatbelt signs off. Everybody's up.
Of course
everybody's grabbing stuff.
100%. Everyone's making a connection.
Row 9. Like, you are now at row 29, and you have made this so much worse because you just didn't follow the rules. Like, moral of the story, follow the rules, and you won't be in this situation.
Why did you run to the back of the plane if you need to get off of it?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
I mean, that fundamentally doesn't make sense. But then just thinking about, like, the way this all played out for her, like, once again, trust your flight attendants, trust your crew members.
How did she blame you for it? How did she end up blaming you for it? I knew she didn't.
She didn't blame me.
She didn't stand back there and blame the flight attendants for, like, making this.
I was speechless. The second the seatbelt sign went off and she turned and looked down the aisle, like, it had to be like a solid 5 minutes of her just seeing the back of her head, just looking down the aisle, because you could just, like, feel the panic in her body. And she turned and she goes, what should I do? And I said, wait. There's nothing you can do at this point. Like, it was so hard not to laugh. I wanted to duck into a lav so bad and just hide, because, like, at this point, just, you made this a bigger problem than it needed to be.
You did it all to yourself.
Yeah.
You could have just sat there, waited for the light to go off, stood up.
Absolutely.
You probably could have gotten 3 or 4 rows in front of people.
Yep.
And been at, like, row 4 at a bulkhead
and
within
your
minutes.
Bags and been ready.
Not that that's okay. Do not push from the front to the back to, like,
pushing.
get off the plane. But respectfully say excuse me, and you probably could have got up to, like, a bulkhead from row 9. That's wild.
How's things going for you? How are your trips been?
Mostly good, truthfully.
Yeah.
up and down and over pretty quick.
That's good.
You know what? I had a trip the other day where like, if it could go wrong, it was going wrong.
One of those days.
And like you were saying, I understand the like frustration that people have because I am also frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
We took an hour maintenance delay over something that like, yeah, it needs to be fixed. I understand, but like shouldn't have been a maintenance delay in the first place. Like, how did we get here?
Right.
So like, you show up for your first flight of the day and it's on a maintenance delay. And then you're like,
it's a bad start.
Yeah.
Like when you show up and there's already problems.
Here's an hour delay.
Yeah.
So like, we're not getting home on time. And then you get to the destination and they pull you in too far. So then you have to, and it compounds on everything. So like you have an hour maintenance delay. You finally get off the gate. Everyone's annoying because you're an hour late. And like
everyone's annoying.
I
don't know if you meant to say annoyed or annoying, but both work.
Everyone's annoying. And then you finally get there and then you get marshaled in too far. So you have to like push back to like get to a point where the jet bridge can line up with your airplane. And then you're late, so like last person off the airplane, they're already staging, ready to board you again. Yep. And you're like, y'all gotta clean and like do things, like calm down. Yeah. Everyone take a deep breath. This is not happening as quick as you want it to happen.
Because it physically can't. They're not getting it.
Correct. You finally get everyone on board and then a storm blows up over your route. So you have to wait 45 minutes to get a new route. And it's just one of those days. And then you get to Philly and you're so delayed that like the ground crew isn't at your gate because they weren't.
Half of them went home.
Supposed to be there. You were already supposed to be there. And so now you're an hour and a half late and there's no ground crew. So you wait for like 45 minutes for somebody to marshal you in. And then because we're train riders, you finally get off and you like miss the train by like 36 seconds. Like, I see the tail of the train pulling away and I'm like, this is so stupid. But I can't get to another station to like catch it.
Right.
It was just one of those.
These are the most frustrating days because it's literally everything.
And then I'm standing there pissed because I've had an awful day and somebody goes, do you know if this is the train too? No, I don't. I'm in a flight attendant uniform, not a conductor uniform. Leave me alone. I'm off work. Stop talking to me.
Are you okay?
No. I'm not.
That's amazing.
But that was my day. It was awful.
Yeah,
so bad.
I'm sorry. The days like that, though, where it just all compounds on
day.
each other. And it's like, well, what's the next thing that goes wrong?
And you do your best to like put a smile on your face and like forget. And honestly, I'm a very forgetful person. I tell everyone I have the memory of a goldfish. Because like what happened on the last flight, I don't remember. I have no idea. People are like, where are you coming from? I don't know. I don't remember. Where are we going? I don't know. I don't remember.
You do that really well. Like you stop and you like move on and then it's done.
Right.
Like once you let something go, you let it go.
Correct.
Like fully and completely, like better than anyone else that I know.
Zero recollection of it.
When you haven't let it go, when you haven't, it's there, it's present, and it's taken over.
Yeah, but like I'm a goldfish. My memory has been wiped 20 seconds later. I have no idea what happened. Somebody was like, how was the flight in? And I'm like, I don't know.
My little Dory. My little Dory from Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, airplane etiquette. The things that people do and shouldn't do or should do on an airplane.
Let me adjust my glasses so we can school you.
School is in session. Cue school bell noise.
I didn't bring a cute enough skirt to be in school today.
Next time.
Tell me what the first
That'll be the podcast after hours episode. So we did poll our audience and we asked you guys, let's talk airplane etiquette. What should you do or not do on an airplane? So first up, actually, this response is from one of our favorite podcasts. If you haven't listened to them yet, they're amazing. It's a group of aircraft mechanics, and they run a podcast called Canceled for Maintenance. It's a fantastic podcast. You guys should check it out. And they said, please keep your bare feet off the bulkheads. This is a great way to kick it off because feet on airplanes, no flying feet.
First of all, keep your shoes on. Second of all, did your grandmother teach you nothing? Keep your feet off the furniture. Bulkheads, seats, like do not put your feet on anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not okay.
It's not.
No.
This is not your living room.
It's a multi-million-dollar jet. Please keep your feet to yourself. Like, why?
So gross.
You get there and like people's feet are up, and I'm like, stop. Stop it.
Yeah.
It's not a cute look.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, I did, but I don't do it on airplanes. As a small one who always gets stuck in the middle, respect the boundaries of armrest. Just because you have room doesn't mean I want you leaning in my way.
I mean, we've talked about this ad nauseum at this point, but respect in general goes a long way, especially when you're in a confined space with people. And armrest situation, like, if you're in a middle seat, like, don't crowd that person. Like, you know, the aisle person can lean into the aisle a little bit. The window person can lean up on the window a little bit. Like, you don't need to be all over the middle seat person.
In case you don't know the rules, the window person gets the rule over the window shade. The middle person gets both armrests, and the aisle person gets to decide whether you get to go to the bathroom or not. And those are the rules of the airplane. And respectfully, you should we didn't make them,
but we are here to honor them.
Also, I don't know why men believe this, but like, keep your legs together.
Isn't that ironic? You know, men like society tells women for decades and decades and generations, keep your legs closed.
Right.
It's time we start telling men that.
You don't need a 6 feet space between your knees. It's rude to go into someone else's space like that. Keep your legs together. We all have limited amount of space. It's just, there's no reason for your legs to be that far apart.
The next one was keep your shoes on, which goes with number 1 of don't put your barefoot feet on the bulkhead.
Don't put your feet on anything and keep your shoes on.
Keep your shoes on. Nobody wants to see your toes. This is an airplane. Like, this is not a spa. Like, what? You're on public transportation.
Yes. Also, I don't think people know that they may need their shoes. Like, I get like loosening your laces because like your body does swell in an airplane and sometimes your shoes are too tight. So like, untie them, loosen your laces.
Slip them off a little,
like,
whatever.
You have to be prepared to leave the airplane. And what are you doing in your bare feet? And if you're going to get up and move around the airplane, if you sat there and took them off because your feet were swelling, put them back on before you move around the airplane. That's not water on the bathroom floor that you're stepping into.
I was doing the safety demo. I was at the exit row, finish the safety demo, and I'm going to do my compliance checks, and I'm on aircraft left, and then I turn, and I'm on aircraft right, and I'm, at first glance, I'm like, it's fine, and then I'm like, wait a minute. And this guy is just completely barefoot, like toes out, and he's holding his shoes on his lap. And meanwhile, this is exit row window seat. So, like, you're the first one that needs to be doing shit here.
Right.
And he goes, can you these in the overhead for me? And he hands me his shoes.
No, put them on. You have a job to do.
That's what I said. I immediately threw my hands and was like, no. I don't want your nasty shoes, first and foremost. Secondly, no. And I literally, it was one of those days where I was like over it anyway. And I just said, sir, put your shoes back on. And I just kept walking. Like, I don't have time to have this conversation with you, but why are your toes out before takeoff? I mean, at all, but before takeoff.
Exit row passengers always crack me up. I think they got a premium seat, and that's why they're...
You have a job to do.
Right, they're literally paying the airline to do my job. You paid to do my job.
I wouldn't go that far. Don't make it seem that easy. Passengers have enough ammo.
It's not, but you're paying to open doors, which is what I'm there for, too. It's funny to me. They're always like, I got the best seat in the house. No, you didn't. You got the work to do. Never reach across another passenger to change the window shade. Window seat passengers get the window seat. Aisle seat gets the aisle. Middle seat gets the armrest. This isn't etiquette. It's Sky Law. And we literally agree with you, Sky Law.
Should we write a book called Sky Law and put everything we believe to be true into this book?
Audience, you tell us.
Sky Law coming to a Barnes & Noble near you.
But yes, we agree with you 100%. That's total aircraft etiquette. Those are the rules. That's how the seats work.
No speakerphone conversation unless it's actually interesting. It never is.
We have talked about this so many times.
Yeah.
take your stuff off speakerphone. I don't understand.
Nobody wants to be involved.
Unless you're talking about why baby mama and new baby mama don't get along, and then I'm totally in.
If there's like good tea and like we can hear both sides of it and there's like a lot of good details, we'll consider it. But otherwise, nobody wants to know your conversation.
I did get a fascinating one the other day that I was really glad was on speakerphone though, because the person sitting across from me in the exit row was really mad at somebody for not being at the airport ready to pick them up when we landed, even though you like have a solid 20 minutes before somebody needs to be there, from airplane to like door, solid 20 minutes. But they were really mad that, and like the reasons that they weren't at the airport, they just kept coming and kept getting better.
Oh, they were like making a ton of excuses as to why.
And they just kept coming and kept getting better. And I was like, oh, I'm here for,
what were the reasons?
I had popcorn. I don't know. There was traffic, and then somebody had gone to the hospital, and like it was
so they just progressed. Like they got worse
better
and worse.
and better and better. And I was like,
I just broke my leg. Like what? What are you saying?
So those days I love speakerphone, but like, why do you need to be showing everyone the ceiling of your like FaceTime call?
The FaceTime ones are the worst, because I'm like, what are you showing them?
Yes.
I get involved sometimes because I'm nosy like that. Like if it's boarding and I'm walking through the cabin and someone's on a phone call, I'll like lean over and just be like, no, she's not telling you the truth. That's not what happened.
Correct.
Just to mess with them. And some passengers are like, oh, that's funny. Like my flight attendant, blah, blah, blah. And other passengers are like, why are you involved? And I'm like, why are you involving me? You started it. You put it on speaker.
If you're taking a selfie, I'm getting in it. I don't want you to take my picture of me, but
I will photobomb. Yeah, I will photobomb you. 100%.
Please do not use the seat in front of you as leverage to stand up. You are doing the Lord's work right now by bringing attention to this.
This is an important conversation. This should be an infomercial. Yes.
Yeah. Push up off the armrest. Do not pull up on the seat back. It's not how we get out.
Do it all the time.
All the time. It's like a slingshot. You're sitting there sleeping, and the next thing you know, you're like, like,
I didn't ask for this.
I did not ask for this traumatic experience. You're doing the Lord's work for highlighting this. We appreciate you.
Yeah. The next person, they had a lot to say. But the one that really sticks out to me is make sure you have everything you need out of your bag before putting it in the overhead bin and sitting down. And this drives me nuts because people really will do this. Like, they will hold up boarding. They don't realize that they're not the only person in the world. There's 200 people behind them. And they'll just stand there and they're like reorganizing. She's pulling out her jacket and their headphones. And then they get up, like they do it repeatedly during boarding. It's like every 5 minutes they get up to get something new out of their bag. And it's like, just mentally prepare yourself for this, or have it in a bag by your feet that you can easily access with some of these items.
It's not just boarding. They hold up literal departure because they've stood up 13 times and like literally right before the airplane is taking off, the bag that should be under your seat is in the overhead bin, and you think, oh, I need my heart medication. Like, why is that not under your seat, easily accessible?
The medication thing kills me, though, because it's like, you didn't forget that you need this medicine to live.
No, it's like when you come on the plane like 7 feet tall and you're like, is an exit row seat available? It is. Could I move to it because I'm tall? You didn't wake up tall today, sir.
I wish I did. But
and that exit row seat has been available the whole time. You could have gotten it. The other one in this post that I really like is take your headphones off when the flight attendants get to your row and are speaking to you. Noise canceling headphones are going to be the demise of our society.
Oh, 100%. Have you seen that? There's like a cartoon by Jetlagged Comic where the flight attendants are in their crew life vests and they're in the raft in the water, and there's still a whole airplane of people behind them, and you just see them all in the window sitting there with their noise canceling headphones on.
For sure.
As much as that's a joke, it's not a joke because people really will. Like, the plane could crash and people would either be filming it or they would be watching a movie. Like, I swear people just, they have no idea what's going on around them.
None.
It's concerning.
None at all. Our next piece of advice is that you should always say hello, good morning, and thank you to the crew, especially the flight attendants. Pay attention during the safety demonstration, and don't bring stuff with you if you need to evacuate. Leave your bags on the plane.
I don't know how many times you can say this to people. Like, and stories that keep hitting the media about plane incidents, like whether it's a crash or it's just an evacuation for smoke or fire or whatever the case may be, there's always people rolling out of these airplanes with suitcases. And like there was one where like the mom came out with her kid and she had a suitcase, and it's like, you're not putting yourself and your child in danger by trying to take a suitcase, let alone the people that are behind you in said burning aircraft waiting for you to do all of this. Like, it's so selfish to take a bag with you in an evacuation. I don't care if you think, oh, this isn't a full crash, this isn't a huge deal, oh, it's whatever. You don't know that. Like, you don't know when an aircraft is going to go into flames. Like, you have no idea that this minor little thing that seems like it's not that big of a deal is going to blow up into a worse situation. And if you're at the point where you're evacuating in an aircraft, it's critical. Do not take your bags with you.
Well, and we talk about this all the time. There's nothing in any bag that you brought on the airplane that is worth someone else's life. And you don't know if you'll get stuck. I mean, I know that you're going to get stuck on an armrest because you did it coming into the airplane. Your straps are going to get, like, you
did
don't
it during
know.
boarding.
Right.
You're
You
going
don't
to
know
do
when
it
that's
during an
going to happen
evacuation.
leaving the airplane really quick. But there's nothing in your bag that is worth a human life. And I'm going to go back because we hit the heavy stuff. But like, I'm standing there saying good morning. Just say good morning back.
Right.
And I know that you
It's
guys
that
think
simple.
the pilots did the heavy lifting, so you'll like scream over us into the flight deck to say thank you.
Right.
But like, we were there too.
Right.
We worked as well.
And we have nothing wrong with you thanking the pilots.
No, not at all.
We thank them as
they
well.
did a great job.
We're thrilled that they got us here safely.
Correct.
But
we love them.
who answered your call bell?
You don't scream over us to like thank them and ignore us as you walk out the plane. Like, thank you pilots, thank you flight attendants.
Right.
We appreciate all of you. We all equally worked that day.
And to be honest, if there's an evacuation, some of those pilots are going to be out before us. And who's going to be there to the last person to off the plane? It's the flight attendants. So say thank you next time. Next up is tap or touch a flight attendant. This has come up so many times, and it bears repeating because it continues to happen. People love to grab us, touch us, poke us. Personal space.
I say it so many times. From your seated position to my standing position, there are not a lot of appropriate places for you to touch me. I was walking down the aisle the other day, and this lady's hand got between my thighs, and I was like, how did you get there? How did you get there? How was that your go-to place? How did you get between my legs like that?
Buy me dinner first, at least.
All right. Sure. If you want dinner. I don't need dinner. I just need you to stop touching us. Don't touch us. Don't take pictures of us.
Facts.
Please, stop doing it. We don't like it. But mostly because there's no appropriate place for you to touch us.
Yeah.
Don't move another passenger's bag from one overhead to another without their consent.
I would agree with that.
No,
No,
I don't.
you don't agree with that?
No. Full disagree. Full stop.
I mean, you don't think you should make some sort of effort to like find out whose it is before you do that?
Sure don't.
Huh.
You put it in a shared space.
Oh.
We're all trying to make the most, accommodate the most bags that we possibly can. If you threw your backpack up there and there's a smaller hole that'll fit your backpack and I can fit a bag, I'm going to move it. If you don't know what your bag looks like to like stand up and see that that's my bag, that's on you. That's not on me. But like, I'm aware because they steal my bag all the time. That most people don't even know what bags they brought on the plane.
That's true,
but like,
too.
You put it in a shared space, it's going to get touched. If you don't want your bag touched, check it or put it under your seat. But the moment you put it in an overhead bin, it becomes fair game. And you obviously disagree with me on that. So you like pull them out and like ask people whose things are.
Okay, so I will say I will move it eventually, but I make some sort of effort to be like, whose bag is this? I'm moving it over here. I don't do a lot of follow-up to be like, oh, it's yours? Okay, whatever. Like, I say it loudly. If they're listening, cool. If they're not, then whatever. Your bag is getting moved. But I do like to make some sort of attempt when moving people's bags because, I mean, it is nice to know. I mean, it's courteous.
I don't disagree with you, but I feel like airplane etiquette, if you're putting your bag in an overhead bin, airplane etiquette is to expect your bag to be touched and moved around.
Okay.
To have an expectation that your bag will not be touched is unrealistic.
Yeah,
and
that's fair. Because we're always moving stuff.
Honestly, downright stupid.
Right. As crew, we're always rearranging. That's fair.
Yeah.
Next is use headphones, use headphones, use headphones.
One more time for the people in the back of the airplane.
Use headphones.
But respectfully use your headphones. Yeah. Take them off when people are standing in front of you speaking to you. As you board an airplane, remove a headphone so that you can
say hello to the crew.
Hear what someone's saying to you, like good morning. If you know you're in an exit row, sit down, take your headphone off until you've been briefed appropriately so we don't have to fight you over your headphones or whether you're listening to us. Use your headphones, but use them respectfully and appropriately.
Yeah, but nobody wants to hear your game. Nobody wants to hear your text tone dinging.
And I don't care that mom woke up and was having a hard time using the bathroom today. I don't care. That's between you and your mom. It has nothing to do with me.
It's really not for the 200 and something people on the plane. Next up is do prepare what you want at your seat before you board so you can put your stuff overhead under seat immediately. Do not take your shoes off. Do bring sour gummy bears for the flight attendants. That one's really specific, but okay. I like sour gummy bears. And do not wear a cloud of perfume. I like that this person has a lot of opinions, but I agree with most of them. Just again with boarding, like it's such a constricted amount of time, and there's only so much you can do in a 30-minute, 40-minute period. Like it helps when you are prepared. Get ready to just sit down and be out of the way. Don't use that as personal time.
Right. That part. This is my favorite one.
Same. You ready?
You should not poop.
Should not poop.
I don't think it's realistic.
I
understand. It's not realistic.
What's the phrase? Shit happens. I understand the sentiment. It's gross. People don't like it. It's a confined space. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Just maybe be respectful about it.
Yeah.
In some way, if you can.
Right. Yeah. Pack up poopery.
Yes.
So you can spritz a bathroom before you walk out of it. They have travel size one of those.
And close the door behind you.
Poopery, if you'd like to sponsor us.
Yeah, Poopery. Slide into our DMs.
The next one is really funny though, because it says what you do or not do, and this one says snore. So I'm not sure if you should or shouldn't snore or shouldn't snore.
It feels like they meant do not snore, but also maybe it means snore.
But I feel like this is like the last one.
Like a bodily function.
Something that you can help. Like if you're a snorer, you're going to snore.
Right. And I do struggle with that.
I think if you know that you're a big snorer, you should probably just plan to not sleep.
Well, that's not realistic either.
How?
And I feel bad for people that snore because...
That's true.
Like what, you don't get to sleep because other people... wear headphones, wear earplugs, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. That's a debatable one. What do you guys think? Should you snore or not snore? Should the snorers be punished?
When you see the reels, we're ready for your comments on this one.
So next up is keep conversations to a whisper. Love that. This bachelor party, bachelorette party situation where people think the airplane is a bar. Not into it. Let the middle seat have both armrests. That's been discussed many times and we agree. And then eat food with strong odors outside the airplane.
Don't look at me like that.
I'm not looking at you like that.
I feel like that's a very judgmental look.
Is it targeted? Because it's maybe meant to be. You know how I feel about this. You just shouldn't have strong smelling food on an airplane. It's rude. Maybe you and the galley find whatever you're having lunch. But for these passengers that are crammed in a middle seat, and you're literally in breathing space of another person, they shouldn't have their tuna sandwich or whatever.
Raw egg, boiled eggs are really the only thing I don't think you should have on an airplane. There's one coworker who I'm going to feel like he's going to yell at me for calling him out. I'm so sorry.
I can't wait. Let's record that conversation.
This wasn't a call out for you, but I just feel like hard-boiled eggs are my non. So the next one is please flush the toilet. Ask where the flush button is if you're not sure. Wash your hands. We know when you don't. We know a lot about what goes on in there. Yeah. It's really weird, but
only because we're seated uncomfortably close to that bathroom. We don't want to know, but we're forced to know.
We know when you flush. We know when you wash your hands. We know a lot about what's going on in that bathroom. Don't make the flight attendant put down your tray table if you want a drink or snack. I don't know what flight attendants are doing this, but I'm not touching tray tables.
Nope.
I'll just stand there and hold the stuff until you figure it out. Don't talk over the safety demo.
Oh, I like that one.
I really do. And I talk about this a lot. We've had a couple interviews and I just feel like that's the thing. Like, take your headphones out, pull out the safety information card. You might be familiar with the airplane and the goings on, but like that like behavior is replicated. So like other people will be like, oh wait, I need to pay attention.
Yeah.
So like stop, pay attention.
Pause.
Right.
Yeah.
All airplanes are similar, but they're all just a little bit different.
Right.
So like pay attention.
It doesn't hurt to know.
Yeah. If we're walking out into the aisle for something, there's usually information that you need to know.
Yep.
So like pay attention. And use the bathroom before you get on the flight.
Agreed.
Oh, you agree?
I do.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's smart. Best practice there.
Okay.
You don't agree?
I mean, I don't care. I don't have a preference. I don't have a strong opinion on where you use the bathroom unless you're leaving the plane. And then I say, my bathroom's off limit.
We're closed.
We're closed. I mean, before what you should keep in mind about using the airplane, the bathroom before you get on the flight or when you're leaving, is that generally that's when the bathrooms are being serviced. So like they don't flush, water doesn't run, like they don't work. So we're not being rude when we say they're out of service. Like they're actually being serviced. They don't work right now. So if the airplane's been powered off, the bathrooms don't work.
Right.
So like maybe consider an inside bathroom. But we know people rush for things. We know that you need a bathroom when you get in an airplane. I do. I don't care.
Next is please shower and put on clean clothes. I mean, hopefully. The second part of this is where I struggle. Skip Taco Bell before you board. If there's a Taco Bell, I'm not skipping it.
Correct.
I promise you, wherever there's a Taco Bell, I will be there.
And I will stand 10 toes down on this. If you're ever in the Dominican Republic, they have the best Taco Bell in the world. I will stand 10 toes down. Go inside the airport and get Taco Bell in the Dominican Republic. Yes. Punta Cana specifically, but the Dominican Republic has the best Taco Bell I've ever had. So enjoy your Taco Bell.
Second
if you're in
to
the
it
Dominican.
is Taco Bell Cantina in Vegas. That shit is good.
Oh yeah, but I don't know the like flavor of the meat in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, I'm sure it's delicious.
Different and it's so good.
Well, that's also how we feel about KFC in Jamaica. That is a whole different animal. That stuff is good. If you haven't had KFC when you're in Jamaica, do it. I'm not talking about like the airport one.
I know. I also need you all to know that we really were not going to talk about food on this airport. So on any of these episodes. So, like, that's how important Taco Bell in Dominican Republic is to me.
We are finding a common theme of our podcast episodes.
I talk about food a lot.
Almost always come back to food in some way. The episode could be nothing about food.
Nothing.
It's always coming back.
So that's how important it is to me. Stop believing you own the overhead bin directly above your seat number. If it's full, move forward or backward until you find space.
Yes, 1,000 times yes. This drives me nuts.
1,000 times. It's shared space. You got it on the plane. You didn't have to go to baggage claim.
Yep.
That's the important part here. If you have to sit and wait a couple minutes for a few rows to clear out so you can get back to your bag, that's what you're going to have to do to not utilize the space under your seat. But like, stop pitching a baby tantrum over the fact that you couldn't put it right above your head, please.
Right. And the thing that drives me nuts about this, just the like physics of it. Like, think about the amount of space in a row, the amount of space in an overhead. There's, say, on a general, regular, old airplane, there's 6 people in a row. There's not enough space for 6 people to keep their bags directly above that seat. Like, it's just, like, common sense and spatial whatever. Like, I don't understand why people get so frustrated by that. Next up, if you have a terrible cough, bring something to cover your mouth beside your hand, like wearing a mask. I mean, I would agree with that. I feel like it's just common courtesy. If you're sick, first of all, don't fly. But if you don't have that option and you have a trip booked and you need to go, like, least you can do is wear a mask or do something to kind of minimize the risk that you're putting other people at.
Ditto. Respectfully, I agree with my husband on this one. So ditto. Respectfully, ditto. Don't run to the front unless you're going to miss your connecting flight. Respectfully, don't run to the front of the airplane.
Like, at all.
at all.
No charging the front of the airplane.
Ever.
It's not great.
Yeah.
The thing about this one is I really feel like in recent times there's been more and more just getting up and like, we kind of expect when the seatbelt sign goes off that everybody gets up. But on those flights when there isn't that situation, when like half the airplane is sitting down, there's people from the back that get up and just start walking. And I'm like, where are you going? Like, I just think it's so rude to not wait your turn. Like, this isn't like a train where it's like, okay, these people must be getting off at the next stop. Like, everyone's sitting because they're waiting for their turn to get up. Like, you in row 29 don't get to now walk up in front of all these people just because they decided to sit and be respectful. Like, the lack of decency that people have towards each other is kind of getting crazy to me.
Respectfully, when the plane stops at the gate and the seatbelt sign is turned off, stay seated. Don't rush a galley. We have things we have to do to get the door open. So you bum rushing a galley helps no one. And also just stay seated until the row in front of you stands. That way people can move back a couple rows to get their bags. Everyone will get off. There's no traffic jams this way. Just stay seated until the people in front of you are ready to leave the airplane.
Don't unwrap any pungent or fishy smelling food. Andrew.
Stop looking at me. I eat tuna fish and I eat beef jerky. Leave me alone.
Don't take your shoes off unless you have clean feet and clean socks.
Or we could just say, don't take your shoes off.
Yep, love that. Never put your feet anywhere but in your own private space.
I think we've covered that really well today.
Correct. Don't change your baby anywhere but the place provided, and by that I mean not on the tray table.
Don't do it on the tray table. Don't do it in the seats. Go to the bathroom. That way you have somewhere to dispose of the diaper after it's done. And I think parents forget that, like, it's human feces. And, like, those seats don't necessarily get wiped or, like, sanitized between every passenger.
Yep.
I mean, they do, but not between every flight.
No, you're right. And I think like, it's...
Stop it.
People don't realize that, like, those tray tables are cleaned in some stations and not others. They're not cleaned every flight, but I've seen people change diapers on them. I've seen people take naps on them. I've seen people dump their food out directly on them and eat straight off the tray table like it's
their
a plate.
Toenails on them,
like,
shave their head on
those
them.
tray tables have been through it, and think twice before you're using it for whatever you're using it for.
Yeah, and take your babies to the bathroom where there's a changing table, please. Thanks. We appreciate you for that.
So, before we go, shall we dive into another story from our Galley gossip section?
We should.
Okay, so today's story, for those of you that don't know, each time on our podcast, we dive into some galley gossip. For those of you that don't know, you can go to twoguysonaplane.com/podcast and submit your stories. You can be anonymous if you want to, but you don't have to be, as long as the stories are real. And we like to share stories from our listeners, and this story is from Eli. He's from the UK. Eli was flying from London to Tampa. He's a flight attendant, and he said this was a long-haul flight. He was alone in the mid-galley when passengers came in and told me to, alert the captain immediately as something is coming out of the engine, and it was of great concern. Trying to remember my training, I asked her for as much detail and to show me what she was looking at so I could explain to the pilots. We look out of the window at 4L and we see nothing, so I ask her to explain again whilst trying to keep calm. She then explains it was air colored coming out of the back of the engine and looked like a cloud. Oh, that would be the jet stream, madam. And I proceeded to explain to her in layman's terms how an airplane works. What a waste of my adrenaline.
I just really was expecting there to be a colonial woman sitting on the wing.
Sitting on the wing of the plane. She's churning butter. Honestly, this is that kind of passenger, though.
Yeah,
like having a meltdown over...
Correct, I understand.
Just like contrails coming out of the engine. Like, it's just part of aviation and how airplanes work and how air and condensation and all of those things work. So, yeah. That's a great story, Eli. It's always funny what passengers think they see and don't see out the window. But keep sending us your stories. We love reading them, and we hope you love listening to them. We want to say thank you again for listening, and also for those of you that are supporting us on Patreon. We are so appreciative of your support. If you haven't joined us already, go to patreon.com/2guysinaplane and join our Patreon community. As a thank you, you will get lots of behind-the-scenes content, bloopers, extra footage, extra episodes, bonus content, and more. We've got merch and all sorts of fun stuff for you. So thank you for supporting our show. We truly could not do this without you.
Join us next time for more humor, heart, and stories from our beverage cart.
This episode was brought to you by Staff Traveler, the #1 non-rev app. If you travel on standby tickets and are looking to make your journey easy and stress-free, check out the Staff Traveler app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Visit stafftraveler.com/2guys to learn more and sign up.
An Ironic Media Production. Visit us at ironickmedia.com.